Greetings and salutations, my fellow adventurers. I've missed you all, but as you can see, I've returned stronger, more powerful than ever before. Green screen. I started using green screen. Not very well, either. It's all right. You know what? Fuck it. Time to cut to the chase. Let's sit down and have a chat about those worrisome game masters that are out to fucking kill you. Whether you're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5e, like 95% of, well, the most absolutely boring people on the planet, yeah, I don't enjoy 5e terribly much, and I have too much integrity to pretend that I do. So Wizards will likely never sponsor me, which means I'll likely never make any money off this damn channel, no matter what. You know, no matter how well it may or may not do. So, hey, look, you can trust me. Integrity and a willingness for self-sacrifice in the name of truth and entertainment. Wait. Fuck. Where was I? Right! Whether you're playing 5e, a PBTA game that's powered by the apocalypse, we'll have to chat about those games at some point because they're awesome. Pathfinder game, the World of Darkness game. There's a chance you've experienced the insidious wrath of a game master who seems hell-bent on tormenting you into insanity. It's worth reiterating the idea, yet again, that tabletop RPGs are a collaborative effort. There's lots to be said about the values of letting the story of your campaigns emerge organically through play, rather than letting your GM cast you about like pinballs, whacking away with the bumpers whenever you stray from their prescribed vision. I once had a GM who said something to the effect of, "I wouldn't trust my players to order a pizza. What makes you think I would trust them with my plot?" That was funny, but it was also immeasurably douchey. So hey, fuck that guy. I don't play with him anymore. That wasn't the actual definitive reason. There were lots of reasons. Like, I'm grateful to that guy because he gave me content for future videos, like half a dozen of them at least. So thanks. Oh look, another fucking tangent.
A few moments later.
The point I'm trying to get to is that no tabletop role-playing experience is meant to be about one person's enjoyment above everyone else's. Whatever your views on story in tabletop RPGs may be, you can't get away from the fact that everyone needs to at least buy into the whole mess as a group, or there's liable to be resentment, a disaster, probably a catastrophe on par with the Red Wedding. Like, either the campaign dies horribly, or the players do. From frustration, boredom, spontaneous wild knife fights, bad. It's all bad. But you will often find game masters who get the bulk of their enjoyment, if not the absolute totality of it, from actively thwarting the players at every turn. These are the kind of people who gleefully proclaim, unironically, to all those present at the table at the start of every campaign, how they just can't wait to kill everyone's characters, and how they have a plan in place for the party's fuckery. All of it. You guys are in for a real surprise this time. These are the GMs that will get upset when you do horribly unexpected things like, defeat the big bad evil guy, which is annoying enough, but if you're able to blow through what they thought would be a challenge, some frustration's understandable, though it's probably more their fault than yours. But less forgivable, these are the GMs that will go out of their way to preclude you from being awesome, no matter what you try to do, or oftentimes no matter how well you roll. Try to smooth talk an NPC for information, and get shot down every time. Try to sneak up on some targets and do some cloak and dagger shit. No matter how well you roll, they see you coming a mile away. Score a critical hit at a clutch moment as shit gets glossed over like it's business as usual. Try to leverage your character's well-earned reputation. Suddenly nobody knows who the fuck you are, and they are all woefully unimpressed. Listen, the job of a player is to buy into the concept of the campaign at hand, roleplay their heart out, and work together with the rest of the party, the coterie, the crew, what have you, so they can overcome obstacles and move ahead with what comes next. The job of the GM is to create a space in which the players can get immersed, overcome challenges, and discover a story through collaborative play. I guess what I'm trying to get at is this. If every time your players try to do some cool shit, you're either downplaying their accomplishments, bending the scenario in the favor of your NPCs, fudging rolls, railroading them like a motherfucker, that's already some pretty piss-poor gamesmanship as far as I'm concerned. But then, if on top of all that, every goddamn encounter under the sun is capable of kicking the party's collective faces in, regardless of their power level, and no matter what choices they make, they're going to be on the back foot, always and forever, yeah, at that point, you're just being a dick. You absolutely do not, and should not, ever feel like you have to acquiesce to every conceivable whim at your table. You should absolutely want to challenge them. There's absolutely no point to a tabletop game without any sense of challenge, risk, adversity, what have you. That gets old fast. It's boring to play. It's utterly unfulfilling, and I've never in my life heard of a story that was remotely exciting in which absolutely fuck all happened to anyone. But you should want your players to succeed. Someone somewhere at some point said something to the effect of, you should be your player's #1 fan. And I believe that wholeheartedly. When you throw a 6-armed creature in front of the party, and each of those arms ends in a poison-laced adamantine chainsaw, there's an idea, then you should do so with the idea in mind that they can overcome this, even if it's a struggle. If your mindset is, there's no way you assholes can get through this, while inwardly cackling with glee, then hey, guess what? I hate to break it to you, but once again, you're just being a dick. Now, it should be noted, I'm not talking about high lethality meat grinder campaigns where your players sit down at the table expecting to be kicked in the junk for 3 hours or more at a time, and the misery is meant to be part of the fun, far be it from me to kink shame anybody. But if we're talking about anything that's remotely intended to be something of a traditional experience with adventure, something that's meant to be a tale of heroism, of glory, of intrigue, of action, press the fuck you button too many times, and sooner or later your players are liable to wonder what in the hell they're doing there in the first place. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you'd like to see more like it, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had any experiences of your own with an adversarial DM. I would love to hear your horror stories. Lay them on me. Let me share in your misery so that I might take some of the burden from you. You don't have to go it alone, my friend. We're in it together. All right, till next time, I'll see you guys.